Good morning, stamping friends. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. I'm so grateful that you tuned into my channels. And in case you don't know me, my name is Lorri Heiling and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live in Cave Creek, Arizona. So I do live classes in my home and I also do online classes. My online classes are a reflection of what I do for my in-person ones, and they are called Creative You. I just want to kind of explain these so you don't get confused. So I hold my my live classes in my home once a month, and it's always the second Monday of the month, and then 2 days later that Wednesday. And I offer 5 different time slots because there's a lot of people that come and go, and I offer them 9 till noon or 5 to 8. And the class does not take 3 hours, but I do it open house style so I can spread everyone out. And we just have so much fun. A lot of times the same people come at the same time slot, so a lot of friendships are built over the years. And so I just want to offer that to you. If you live in my area, or even if you don't and want to come, you're always welcome. Just shoot me an email or a text and let me know that you're interested. Now, for those of you who are online, I take those same projects that we do in our class, and then I look at my reports and I see who has placed a $35 or more order before tax and shipping, and then I will ship you those 3 projects that we made in class, and you can create those. It will come in kit form, which means all the pieces are cut. Now remember, I can't do stamping for you because Stampin' Up's policy is that we can't stamp images for you, but hey, that's okay. You can just substitute what you have, or maybe you see something that you like or think you need, then you can order that on your next order. And the deadline for online ones are the 10th of every month. So if you order before May 10th, you will get in on May's projects. But if you order after May 10th, I'll roll you over to the next month. So either way, whenever you order, you'll always get a kit. Now, these are not in addition, if you do my class to go, which is more of an online class, you can't double dip and get the class to go plus the projects. This is just for individual orders. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that. And actually, I live on the border of Cave Creek, Scottsdale, and Phoenix. So don't let the distance prevent you from coming if you're local here. I think my farthest customer drives 1 hour one way to come, but it's only once a month. You know, think about how much we're in our car. So I just promise you it'll be worth the drive to come and check out a class on in person if you are local here, but if not, you can do online. So let's see, what else did I want to tell you? I wanted to share with you, just so you get an example of what we do. Some people say, well, can you send the projects beforehand? I'm sorry, I don't do that, just because sometimes I'm creating until the night before. I don't do that often, but sometimes I do, so I don't want to be locked into anything. But I think you'll be happy with the projects. I'm confident that you will like them. So the first one we did was a pocket card, and this is for the men in your life, because as we know, Father's Day is coming up, and my husband's birthday is like a week from Father's Day. Sometimes it falls on that day. So I always have to have these masculine cards ready. And I've been hiding this for a month now because a lot of times he'll peek over my shoulder and say, oh, what have you been working on? So I did not want him to see this because I did not want to make another card because I wanted to save this for him. But I don't know, can you see that? It's a pocket card. And what you do is you slide the shirt out, and the fold is on the bottom on this one. And then you flip it over, and there is a sentiment. You can do birthday, there's a Father's Day sentiment in it, and so the stamp set was handsomely suited. So you would have got the PDF and the written instructions on how to create this if you ordered from me. So that was project 1. And I cased this fold. I gotta look up her name again, I can't remember, but I'll put it in the comment section so that you can see that. The next one is the butterfly card. Butterfly Brilliance is the name of the stamp set with coordinating dies. And can you see that? And I used a paper that's retiring. It's called Artistry in Bloom. And oh, it's gorgeous paper. Take a look at this in the catalog because I think you're going to want it before it's gone. But there's so many color combinations, and almost everybody had a different color, and they all turned out so pretty. And then I just layered the butterflies on top. And can you see the 3D there? The wings are forward, and then we just stamped on the bottom here. So that was card number 2. And the last one is kind of fun. This is a back on your feet, and it's a fun fold. It goes like this. Whoops. This opens, and then this comes down like that. So, and I made this giraffe pattern. I did a video showing how to do this. You may want to look back in some of my posts, but these are just scraps from when you get the butterfly stamp set, there's all these little scraps inside, and I just took the scraps out and arranged them randomly on an acrylic block. I got that idea from Kylie Bertucci. I always butcher her name, but you all probably know Kylie and Bruno, but I think she came up with that. I don't know. Sometimes you wonder where the original was, but I'm pretty sure she came up with that. So anyway, I just tied in the giraffe spots with that. So that was the last one we did. Now, don't forget the annual catalog will soon be over with, and we're going to have a new catalog rolling out. Oh, you guys are going to love it. I'm going to show you the front of it. I'm not allowed to open it up, but it's nice if you can spiral bind it, and I have a plastic on the back, but it's just so pretty. Isn't the cover even pretty? So you're going to want to get that in your hand. That's what I do in my spare time here, and just email me or shoot me a text, or just get a hold of me and let me know if you need one, because I would love to get one to you. And then check out the retiring list, because as you know, things that are retiring will not be available in the next catalog. So you're going to want to grab it before it's gone. The stamp sets are guaranteed a little bit longer, but anything other than a stamp set, those are while supplies last. So I just want to make sure that you knew that. And the new catalog goes live on May 4th. Okay, well, I think that's all I wanted to share with you today, but I do want to share a project with you, so hold on, and we will get to that right now. Just a reminder that I am hosting my class to go featuring Pretty Perennials, and here's the 5 make and takes that you will be getting. These will be shipping from me, and then the product will be shipping from Stampin' Up. So Pretty Perennials is the stamp set. Here you can see all the dies and the stamp set, and option A includes all these products, which is True Love Designer Series paper, matte black dots, Daffodil Delight blending pens, and foam adhesive strips. And with option A, you get the works. Everything here for $85 plus the 5 make and takes. And for option B, we will just eliminate the bundle. Maybe you already own that. So you'll get all these other products plus the 5 make and takes and the PDF. So I hope you consider that. I'm going to be using the stamp set for today's project that I want to share with you. But I want to also remind you, I do have the In Color Club going. And I know I've showed this a few times, but you can read more on my blog. But this just gives you an overview of how it works. Over about a 5-month period, you will receive all of these different colors and products, and you will be all set for the next 2 years when these colors are in our catalog. So hope you can check that out as well. All right, today's project, as I said, is going to be using Pretty Perennials. I have just stuck on black, I think because that paper is black and white. So for starters, we're going to take an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of basic black cardstock, just score it down the middle at 4 1/4 on the long side, and then just fold on the score line. And then you can set that aside. Let me grab my ruler because I know you like measurements. And the next piece is going to be basic black again, and this is going to be, I believe it's 5 by 3 3/4. That's correct. All right, so you want to cut that. Your series paper, and this is going to be just 1/8 inch smaller than the last piece we just cut. So this one's going to be 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. All right. Now what we're going to do with this paper is you're going to grab your heart punch. For the first one, I would like you to use just the plain one. They come 2 in a pack. It's called the Heart Punch Pack. But we're going to use this one first. And what we're going to do is you're going to punch out a heart. And I just went as far in as it will go, like so the bottom hits. And then kind of look at what you're going to punch out. Do you like how those flowers lay, or do you like it this way? This one has smaller ones. I don't know. I think I'll go this way. So you're going to punch like this. All right, now what I want you to do is grab all your favorite blend colors. Look at all the different ones I used. I don't even know if I used all of them, but I chose corals, 2 different greens. This is Granny Apple and Old Olive, both in the light. This is light and dark Calypso Coral. The light Magenta Madness, and the dark Daffodil Delight, and the dark So Saffron. And what is this one? Light Pumpkin Pie. I know I didn't use that one. Let me put that back. And then I used the Fresh Freesia from the new In Colors. I just used the Stampin' Right marker for this one, but there is also blends in that. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you are just going to start coloring away on this sheet. And let me grab white so it doesn't go underneath. And we're only going to color this one. So I think the easiest way to do it is by starting with the leaves. And sometimes you might not know what's a leaf and what's a flower, so you might have to hold it back in here. I'll show you what I mean. Like that. You can see better where the leaf goes. But you only want to color the heart, okay? So here's another leaf over here. And it's just, the more colors, the better. So just color only the heart piece. You can probably guess what's going to happen here, but once this is colored, I did do one because it took me probably over 5 minutes to color all those, and I was, you know, kept trying different colors. So let me show you what it looks like when we're done coloring. Whoopsie, hold on, I'm dropping everything. This is the piece that I did before the video, and then this is how it fit in there. So isn't that pretty? It's kind of spotlighting this. This is a spotlighting technique. And what we're going to do now is just pull this aside, and then you'll take the scallop punch, and this is just one size larger, and then we're just going to adhere this to the back of the punched one, and right like that. Just kind of center it as well as you can. And you guys probably know this, don't you? But I'm going to show you. I mean, I do have new dimensionals here, but you know that little edge that's around here? Like that. I peel it off and I still use this, so don't throw these away. It's funny because when I started doing classes, people were throwing these away thinking it's trash. They were after the little, you know, stop signs in here. They're shaped like a stop sign. But you can use these. I just rip them off. I don't even cut them off. So I just want to point that out in case there's new stampers and they didn't know that. Now we're going to take the black cardstock that is just one size larger than this by 1/8 of an inch, and we are going to adhere this. I don't know, do you guys like a 1/4 inch borders or 1/8? I prefer 1/8, but it's funny because a lot of people in my classes, they like a bigger border, and they'll say, can you trim my DSP down a little bit? But I don't know why, I just like tight borders with just a little bit peeking through. All right, before we put the colored one on, we are going to take some ribbon. I chose our tulle ribbon. This is retiring, so you're going to want to grab this because the white, we don't have a ton of white ribbon in the new catalog, so you're going to want to get some of this because white goes with everything. I know that I could have chosen a color of the blend that I used in my heart that I colored, but I want this still to be kind of a monochromatic card, so I didn't want to introduce another color except for that scalloped heart. So what I'm going to do is just tie this in a bow. It's sometimes hard to pull those ends down and then kind of fluff it out, and do both of the bows. This ribbon is so easy to work with because when you tie it tight, it stays tight. You don't have to try to finagle and hold that down while you're doing the bow part. It just stays tight. So there, that really makes it when you can fluff the loops up. Now we'll just trim this off. I like to trim at an angle. Now, the hardest part of this card for me was where to place the bow. I tried it every single place on this card. I'll show you my different options. First, I put it up here. That was too much polka dot with flowers, so I moved it. It's either going to be hiked to the left or the right, so you can play around with it. The left or the right, but right doesn't have a ton of room there, but oh, I don't know. I thought I was going to do the left, but let's do the right. And then if you make a card like this, post it and show me because I still can't decide which I like better. All right, so just make sure it's straight. Sometimes I have to flip it over in the backs to see because this is kind of a, I don't want to, well, it is a busier print, you know what I mean? I'm going to go up a little bit higher. Okay, now let's put some of these, actually, I'm going to change my mind. We are going to do foam strips because foam strips are included in the class to go, and that's what we're using, and I'm kind of promoting making a bigger pop with your cards. So foam strips are easy to rip. You don't even have to cut them. So we're going to make this a bigger pop. All right, now let's put this on here so it really stands out. And do you see, whoops, we don't want the edges in there. Put it right on top. Do you see how it continues? You know, it's not just a random thing. It really actually does go together. All right, then what I did was I took the sentiment, sending lots of, normally this would go with happy in the stamp set, sending lots of happy, but because this one is a heart, I'm going to put this up here and say sending lots of, and that's supposed to be my love. So for this one, we are definitely going to need the pop on this one, and I'm only going to put it on the left side because we do not want to pop the right side because this one is already popped up. I'll show you what I mean. We can just set it like this, and you can see that it doesn't need to be popped, otherwise it would go at an angle. All right, we're going to do one more round of pops here, but we're not going to do the humongous one. We just want a little pop here. Whoops. It always helps if you take the stickers off first. It sticks a little bit better. Whoops. I guess when I took the stickers off, usually I take it all off at the same time, and I missed a little part. All right, last one. See, every little scrap can be used. Shows more value with the product. All right, now we're just going to put this on top, and I don't know how it comes across on the film, but it's like tone on tone for this matte, but sending lots of love. So again, this is the spotlight technique. Isn't that fun? Just gives it a pop here with that busy print. So I hope you like this, and remember, this paper, the 12 by 12 full packs are included in that class to go. We aren't going to make this card, but now you have the instructions on video, so it would be very easy to reproduce. So just click back on the video and you can watch it again. But I hope you join me for the class to go, Pretty Perennials, and the deadline is April 30th. All right, thanks guys, and we will see you next week on Tuesday morning. Bye-bye.